What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkstrider. A couple of weeks ago, I put out a video where I said that Assassin's Creed Shadows will make or break UbiSoft. And a couple of you thought I was reaching, I was being out of pocket, I was exaggerating, I was being a little too sensational. And it turns out that I was right, because this is their Final Fantasy. If you ever heard the story of Final Fantasy, allegedly, and this was debunked, but allegedly, they said that Squaresoft at the time had one more game that they were going to create or they were going to get out of the gaming business. And so they created an RPG game, Final Fantasy, and it was named Final Fantasy because it was a fantasy game, obviously. And they added final because if they didn't do well, this was going to be the final game. Thus, Final Fantasy was allegedly born. However, like I said, that's been debunked, but it's a nice story. And the reason I tell that story is because they might have to call Assassin's Creed Shadows the Final Creed or something, because I don't know. The way things are going for them, they said that they were going to repair Star Wars Outlaws. That they were going to give us a bunch of freebies. As they should.
Hi, Juan.
They said that around the 21st of November, that's when we're supposed to get like a new DLC. I don't know if it's going to be free. They didn't technically say it was going to be free, but they really should, being that they mentioned it. They did say contracts were going to be free as well. And we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. Now, as far... The other thing that's crazy is that when that releases, the 21st is also going to be the date that it's going to pop up on Steam as well. Now, Assassin's Creed Shadows was supposed to also be delayed off of Steam until later. But apparently, when it comes out on February 14th, they are going to release it on every platform. Obviously, except the Nintendo Switch. But to me, that's wild. And again, every platform does exclude the PS4 and the Xbox Series, or the Xbox S and X, whatever, you know, the Xbox Series. Don't know why they're not doing that, but it is what it is. However, if I would think that they would want to get their reach everywhere. I just don't understand why they, again, are not putting it on last-gen technology. Anyway, I digress. This game has to basically be their savior. They, not only in these next 5 months, do they have to repair not just the game itself of bugs, the goodwill of the fan base and the consumers. I have been arguing since Valhalla, since we started having issues with Valhalla. I've been arguing that they gotta do something. It can't go on. They can't sustain a business model where your business model is just to shell out all kinds of games and not have any concern or care for what the players want. The players are the consumers. We are the ones who buy. You vote with your wallet. You go and you decide what you want to buy. A lot of people now were expecting Assassin's Creed Shadows as Christmas gifts and stuff like that, because it was supposed to come out around the holidays. Now it's going to come out in February. Maybe you'll get it as a Valentine's gift. I don't know. But what I do know is that there are a lot of people who, after Assassin's Creed Shadows was delayed, no longer care about it. They're looking at Ghost of Yotai to actually be the samurai game that they want. So they may skip Shadows, probably wait for it to go down in price till there's like some sort of sale or it's free on Game Pass or something. But they're going to skip it and go with Ghost, which is not a bad idea, especially if you're on a budget, especially if, you know, you don't buy games very often. You work hard for your money, obviously, you know, or, you know, whatever you save that, like, you know, you're given if you're like younger and, you know, like you save your allowance and stuff like that. You worked hard for that allowance. You worked hard to do it. So let's see what goes on. A lot of people are saying that they are going to skip Shadows for Yotai. And you know what? I can't argue that logic. I can't be mad at you. I can't say anything against you. If that's what you want, that's what you want. That's a smart decision. A lot of people, you know, they choose which games they really want. So, you know, some people skipped Outlaws because they wanted Shadows. Some people can get Outlaws and Shadows. Some people had no interest in Shadows, wanted Outlaws, and were disappointed. So it all comes down to like what they decide that they're going to do. It's absolutely crazy. So I don't know what their next step is. We know that they're doing a lot of damage control. As far as everything else goes, I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. I don't know what this means for later installments in the series, if there'll be later installments in the series. You know, Assassin's Creed Hex is supposed to be the next game in the series. And if we can't get through Shadows, how are we going to get to Hex? Hex is supposed to come out 2026. So now you push this game back. I'm pretty sure, you know, the other studio is handling Hex. But still, you put a damper on this, you might not even see Hex. I don't know. The future is kind of looking bleak. This is their last hope. This is their last hope. This is their knight in shining armor. Assassin's Creed Shadows must succeed, or I'm afraid Ubisoft is doomed. I really am. And it's a step in the right direction that they want to fix Star Wars Outlaws. But you guys should have thought of this before you released any of it. They really weren't thinking. Anyway, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think that Shadows is going to be worth the wait? Are you going to skip Shadows and buy Ghost of Yotai? Or are you still die hard, you're going to get Shadows? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think. Do you think that this is the make or break? Do you think that this is the last hope? Do you think that Ubisoft will go under after this? And what do you think should happen afterwards to all their IPs if they do go under? Should they sell them off to other companies? Should they let other companies program them? Or will these series just die and be just memories in the annals of gaming history? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you all in the next one.
Ya yeet!